My name is Zairre Wright. You can find me at Photos by Zairre on Instagram. I shoot film, but I also have a digital camera that I barely break out anymore after falling in love with film photography. Most of my work is based in San Diego, but I do travel a lot, especially with the times going on right now. I'm not working. Been taking my time to kind of experience some new spots. I actually took a class in 2011. One film class. It was about a 3-month class in school. I didn't think anything of it. It was just one of those classes that I took. I ended up being pretty good at it. I want to say top of my class, but you know, that's how it was. But yeah, I took that class. It was fun. And then I just kind of forgot about it after school ended. And then next thing you know, let's see, a couple years later, actually 2019, my buddy Bert, he gifted me a Canonet camera, and I put a roll of Tri-X in that bad boy, shot those 36 exposures. Once I got that roll back, I knew I was in love, fell in love with it, and just took it from there and ran with it. It was awesome because I was just getting back into actual photography itself. I bought a digital camera for my birthday in November of 2019 to kind of pick back my artistic kind of like mindset back. I was kind of bored with skateboarding, and I wanted to try to find something new to kind of bring me back into that artistic mindset and really get myself going again. So after shooting that first roll of film and getting it back and checking out the photos and really thinking to myself of how I brought them to life and actually made the photos, I slowed down a lot. And it was cool because, you know, getting a digital camera, no matter how cool or how expensive or not expensive, you just have that mindset of just click, 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 click. So with shooting film, man, it was cool. It was cool because I slowed down and actually took the time to figure out my frames instead of just smacking down 100 shots, you know. The single, and this was my first time with a rangefinder, and it was very cool because it was completely different than anything I ever known, you know. So getting that Canonet as the first film camera back into it was super new to me, you know, and that's what kept me going. It was all new, and then figuring out that precise focus, and I mean, it's just something that's you can't beat it. You can't. You know, having restrictions, that's kind of my favorite part about it. You only have the specific amount of frames that's on that roll of film, which is awesome. And it could also suck at the same time. But you know, it's having the restriction that really sets it apart from anything else, you know? I mean, the restrictions I can correlate that with skateboarding, because like you can do your certain amount of tricks, but then you have the tricks that you want to continuously learn, and it takes time. And it also takes time to learn how to shoot. The vision I'm looking for and what I want to kind of pursue with my work is just to have everything that I fucking specifically like printed up on my walls, up on my friends' walls, just up. Like, it's cool to have that photo, that digital image, you know, but it's something about having it printed out and just like up somewhere, or having your friends like look at it in person, you know, that actual tangible piece of art, and seeing the faces and like seeing the faces of people and how stoked they are when they actually see it in front of them. I mean, it doesn't really get much better than that at all. Like, it's just such a cool feeling. That's what I want to go for with my art. I don't necessarily have a style. I really like it all. My personal favorite is definitely skateboarding. I like shooting street, landscapes, but skateboarding, I mean, that was my first love, and I mean, I'll always pursue skateboarding until my legs stop. So this is one of the things that I fell in love with, and it's really cool to capture the essence of it more than anything. Definitely film. The restrictions, I mean, don't get me wrong, I also shoot digital. I love it, and I love adapting the old cool vintage lenses on them, you know, with these new mirrorless. But shooting film, I just like it more. That's it. I just like shooting film more. It's fucking expensive though, I'll tell you that much, man, when you start digging into it the way I do. Woo! That price tag does not look good at the end of the week. You know what? I'm gonna piss a lot of people off with this answer. I think so. But you know, there's this little things that you can't add into the digital aspects of it. You can put as many mistakes into a digital image that won't look natural, but you can only take out so much from a negative to make it look right without it looking like it was completely manipulated. So my answer, I think you could definitely, there's people that do this digital portrait, let's say portrait, if you want to have that as a profile. I can't tell a difference on Instagram unless there's a hashtag that says like, I shot this on digital or film. So with the new processing and all this stuff, it's hard. It's hard to tell the difference. But when you know as a photographer that you shot it on film and you took the time and you took the steps, you know, that's where it actually comes true, down to what's true and what's real. I would do the longest road trip that I could ever imagine and document every state the way I see it. And I'm not talking just like you're staying on the road. I'm talking you go into the state and you dive into the real neighborhoods and find the gems and the stuff that people that are actual locals there enjoy. Filmography Earl Grey 100, the most underrated black and white film ever created. It is so good. That's my favorite. You know what my favorite camera is? This one right here. You know why? I bought and sold 25 cameras for 1 year to get this. And why? Because I fell in love with rangefinders, and after looking through one of them, one Leica, at a Beers and Cameras event, I knew that was what I wanted. So I advise everyone to shoot film, give it at least a go, because I mean, naturally you'll just get better. The more you know about your camera and your tools, the better you get naturally. Every part of it, and you know what? The worst is when you get that roll back, because you're being, you know, you're trying to save a little couple extra bucks, and you get that expired film, and you get that roll back, and I'll tell you what, you get a blank roll, your fucking heart drops. That's the worst part. But it'll make you learn that you need to check every step. And I mean, it could have been that the expired film was good and you just messed up on development. It's good to do everything yourself and really learn how it actually becomes an image. These new kids are finding out about it now, and the markets are going up. So all these cameras that we wanted and we got for this low spots, guarantee this next 6 months are gonna be double. Everyone is buying film. Everyone is buying film cameras because it's a new, everyone thinks it's cool now. It's the new digital. It's like how I like to say it. It's the new digital. People want to slow down. They don't want to have the same look, the same crisp, the same as everyone else. And then even these commercials and big designer companies, they don't want that same look that everyone else has. So what are they doing? They're going to these film photographers that are on YouTube, that are on Instagram, that are killing the game right now, and they're seeing that their look is different, not knowing that it's film from years ago. So I can't see it getting any lower than it was at one point. I think it's just gonna keep going up. My name is Zairre Wright, and I shoot film.